Management is destroying K-pop groups. Well, let's break it down. What constitutes bad management? What groups are facing it? With a little comparison, is it always bad? Conclusion. So, what comes under bad management then? Some top things come to mind: unequal opportunities for everyone in the group. This could be in terms of activities that each member does. Bad management can also be shown in line distributions. Yes, line distributions aren't meant to be equal all the time. After all, you can't have a sub-vocal consistently having more lines than a main vocal. Or can you? Management can also be characterized by the outfits that members get. This can be seen as quite superficial, but it also goes down to what happens behind the scenes. Managers putting K-pop idols on strict, unhealthy diets which do not benefit the idol's health. I'm sure there's much more to also say, but I'm going to be focusing on the aspect of fairness. Little disclaimer before this: I am not blaming any group or person that I mention. I am blaming the company and their management. So let's start with IVE. They've recently skyrocketed in popularity and recently won many awards including at the Mamas. So where's the bad management then? Controversy around specifically Wonyoung and Yujin has been brought up ever since their debut with 11. There have been many instances of unfair stage outfits to favor certain members. Not only this, but Wonyoung has gotten the most lines in their previous 2 title tracks despite being a sub-vocal. A bit weird because Liz, which is their main vocal, had the second least lines in both Love Dive and Afterlight. I would definitely call this bad management, and I think Starship needs to remember who the main vocal is. I'm not saying that Liz should get the most lines every single song, but what's happening right now is not good enough. I think what we need from Starship is consistency. Starship really value and respect the center position. That's fine, as in you do, boo. However, if you're gonna make sure the center is always in the center, then also make sure the main vocalist gets to shine in terms of line distribution too. This is where the favoritism really becomes more blatant. So let me introduce my comparison. Sserafim, they're a group that debuted earlier in 2022. If we look at how their group has been managed, you'll see it is a lot better than that of IVE. Let's first think about their popularity rankings. In Sserafim, the girls share their popularity fairly equally, despite having 2 previous one members, and all the girls are promoted in quite similar amounts. Well, why is that necessarily a good thing? It decreases reliance on certain members to pull the group and promotes a fairer system where each member looks like they have been valued in the group. Other than this, the outfits in Sserafim also promote a fairer system. So is it always bad? The answer is no. The main aim of companies in the K-pop industry is to make money. Yeah, we all knew that. But how could you blame a company for going with certainty instead of a possibility? Let me explain. You've got 2 previous one members that already have their own fan bases and casual supporters. You also have some trainees that haven't debuted previously. In terms of certainty, it would make sense to promote the girls that have already debuted before, right? That's obviously the strategy that Starship has followed. This leaves us with the favoritism that can be seen today in IVE. Luckily, in recent months fans have been bringing attention to the other girls, which is great. However, in terms of longevity, Starship have struck themselves in the back. Let me make this clear. I do not want this to happen at all. I'm just speaking hypothetically. If, for example, Wonyoung was to need to take a break, Starship would see a large decrease in their viewership ratings, etc. Personally, my biases in IVE are currently Liz and Ray. Obviously, I would love to say that the same amount of people would be watching their videos, but we know it's not true. Perhaps a light will be shown on the other girls more, but I think in terms of money they would not be better off. This is not Wonyoung's fault. It's simply a business strategy to make money, but as you can see it has its own flaws too. Hopefully not, but if the same were to happen to Sserafim, I don't think the same thing would be seen. So overall, it's really down to you. To a certain extent, you cannot force the public who to like, but when they aren't given the platform and opportunity to shine in the first place, what do you expect? Which management strategy do you prefer to see in K-pop? Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you next time.